Hey, this is Max from Wright Nissan Subaru. Just wanted to give you a quick grand tour of our dealership and how we're running the way we do them. So the first kind of thing is all of our service is actually running through the Subaru side right now. Our hours are 7:30 to 5, Monday to Friday, Saturday 8 to 1, and then Sunday we are closed. All the dealership is closed. Our Nissan side is actually kind of under reconditioning right now as we're getting new service advisors hired. So we actually have no service going through here. However, we do pull some cars in from inside and do some basic stuff like oil changes, tire rotations, etc. We're now going to be entering the Nissan side. As you can see, we have abundant parking here. This whole second row is for customer service parking, as well as post service from the service techs will park your vehicle there for you to pick it up after your service is done. So now we're entering the Nissan side here. So the first thing I want to point out here is the Nissan customer promise. However, this is not just the Nissan customer promise, this is our dealership customer promise. A few things here. We will respect your time. That's the biggest, most important thing to us. We'll respect your time and not just being efficient, but making sure we are not wasting any of your time, showing you vehicles that don't fit what you're here for, or what we think best fits your needs. We'll provide clear explanations of all pricing and paperwork. Everything's transparent and upfront. That way you know what you're paying for and there are no hidden fees, so that way you don't go back to the business office and wonder what this fee or that fee is. We'll treat you as a guest in our home. You're a guest to us, you're not a customer. If you want to go across the street, you can be a customer, but here we'll treat you as a guest and then we'll be treated accordingly. Right now we're coming back to the Nissan kind of guest bay, or the sort of lounge area. Normally we would have snacks as well as bottled water and pop in the fridge. However, with everything going on, it's kind of limited to just coffee and tea from the Keurig machine. This is actually kind of our fun zone here. So Travis, one of our technicians back here, he will do the rust-proof undercoat, interior protection, paint protection, the sound shield that goes along with that rust proofing, and then the leather or cloth interior protection with that as well. And then coming through here, we're now going to enter the actual Nissan service drive. Like I said, this is under reconditioning. There are actually some guys probably filming a video in here, so we'll take a look. Say hi, Sean. Say hi, Blaine. Say hi, Lee. Now we're entering the Nissan service drive. So this is where all the Nissan stuff comes through. However, right now, like I said, this is under reconditioning, so we actually don't have any of this running. Now we're entering the actual service drive and service bay here. So this is that rotary lift I mentioned. Dave actually brought this in after outsourcing it prior to other companies. He wanted to reduce the cost as well as make sure we could control the efficiency as well as quality control the total car care package. What's up, Bo? So now we're gonna come around here. This is actually a few tidbits that are kind of neat. This big red bin, as well as some of the bins back there, are actually used for buying our oil in bulk, which can then reduce the cost for you, the consumer, as well as just overall gives us the ability to store and house lots of oil, that we have good reserves for when we do need to do lots of oil changes at a time. A couple cool things with that: the kind of dirty oil on the return actually can get burned under the ground as radiant heat during the winter. So we're actually kind of using a form of green energy to actually store that energy and heat, and that way we can be more efficient in actually heating our building. As you can see, there's a lot of space here, so it's important to us that we can do it efficiently and be as green as possible. I don't know if you've noticed, but you can kind of see some of these plaques up on the wall. Scott Hansel, Stacy Miller. There are a number of guys, Jaron Merrifield, Scott Ward. These guys all have their plaques. They've been here for years. And a couple things that's really important to us with those guys is being master technicians in Nissan and Subaru, giving you that peace of mind knowing that when you bring your vehicle in for service, it's not just going to be done correctly, but it will get done correctly the first time. That way you know you have that peace of mind knowing that you've got someone who is a master in what they do and that they're going to do it properly and take great care of your vehicle. Now we are entering the Subaru service drive. So this is the Subaru side. This is actually where all of our service is going through right now. With that, usually it's pretty busy over here, but hours are We're actually closed. This is after 5:30 now, so they've been closed for about half an hour now, so things have definitely calmed down. Normally this is pretty hop inside, and you get a lot more action over on this side. Our techs are doing the oil changes, tire rotations, and then our advisors are, over at the computers here. You got Seth, and then you've got Lindy, and then Sean, and then you've got Shannon usually over here. Shout out to those guys because they do such an awesome job making sure they're giving you not just great customer service, but being efficient in transporting all of the actual reports for the vehicles. That way the techs can get working on your car and then work on the next, and that way they can be as quick as possible, get you in and out of here, even if it's just a basic oil change or tire rotation, as well as just standard service. So now we're actually entering the Subaru service drive, or the Subaru side. A couple things that are really cool here. 10th consecutive sales record from Subaru. So 680,000 plus units sold in basically their all-time record. So since then, since 2014 here, that was their gold record year of hitting the 500,000 plus. But if you look at it from a 2009 record sales year, they have more than 400,000 sales of Subaru vehicles, which is really awesome to know that they are putting that many units out there and keeping that many people safe with their products. A couple things here that are really important to us as well as a dealership, not just with Subaru, is the Edgar Award. The Edgar Award for Dave Wright Nissan Subaru as 2016 Employer of the Year. We were awarded this by the Goodwill of the Heartland for employing someone with special needs. His name is BJ. He does all kinds, he has many hats in our dealership, but a couple of them are, basic custodial work, but he also takes care of a lot of our plants with our green initiative, works with Sam, our Subaru knowledgeable person, and does a lot with that. But we are the only dealership in the United States of America to have won the Edgar's Achievement Award by Goodwill of the Heartland. So that's really important to us, knowing that we have won that for that exact reason. Kind of coming over here, a couple things that are very Subaru specific. You can see here you got the Top Safety Pick Plus, but a couple big things as well are the ALG Residual Value Award. With that, you've got the reasoning why they hold their value so well in the long run, and because of that, it's because of their new pricing structure that Subaru came up with about 10-15 years ago to price their vehicles accordingly. They weren't offering rebates anymore, so you didn't get that nice big price off the top that made you feel all good inside thinking you were getting a great deal. Now they just price their vehicles as they should be priced, and that way not only you're getting a good deal, but your car is going to hold its value in the long run.